Well, while we slip a discreet veil and let our young couple explore each other once more, we're going to take a quiet look at this week's reviews. This week we step into the chest-beating moccasins of heroes everywhere and delve into arcade adventures. First up, get back to your own dimension in time for El Dorado in another world.
A great game. The whole setup, the atmosphere with the music, the graphics are superb. You really get a feel for this game.
You can't go wrong with it. Once you know what you're doing, you start off at point A, work your way through to point B, and there's not a lot you can cock up in between.
Graphically it's brilliant, sonically it's brilliant, but it's far too easy. A day's play just ain't enough at this price.
Next up, wear outrageously baggy pants and wield a long weapon in Prince of Persia.
A game for anyone who's got delusions of being Sinbad. It's a great, clingy, jumpy, fighty game.
Once you've solved problems, got your password and gone on through to the next level, the game does become very short in its life.
This is probably better aimed at younger players. Older players will probably find it far too easy because the puzzles are just nowhere near complicated enough.
Finally, the much-heralded sequel to Another World hits you where it hurts in a rather technicolor manner in Flashback.
From the same mould as Another World, but definitely a lot more interest here.
Zapping, jumping, shooting, leaping, flying, and generally rebounding off lots of hard surfaces in the hope of getting back to dear old Milton Keynes.
It's got some of the best animation and graphics I've seen for a long time on the Amiga. One of the best games to come out lately. I really loved it.
Now for this week's feature. It's all very well gathering round Grandpa's organ for a sing-song this Christmas, but if, like Uncle Ted, you want to bash out some Bach for yourself, video games can help you along with the aid of the Miracle Piano Tutor. Over to modern-day Liberace Richard von Fone to tinkle some ivories.
Best thing about the Miracle is you don't actually need a piano, because it actually comes with a keyboard, okay? The beauty of the Miracle is it actually teaches you with video games, okay? So when it gets really boring, the mundane part of learning music, the notes, the harmony, etc., it'll actually teach you with the games. Okay, for instance, the shooting gallery here actually teaches you how to hit the correct notes at the right time. Okay, as the ducks come along on the screen, I've got to hit the correct note to shoot the duck. If I make a mistake, it shows me where on the screen I'm hitting the incorrect note until I actually find it. There's also another game called Ripcord. Now, Ripcord actually teaches you how to find the right chords at the right time. So I've got to play the notes at the top there at the right time. Hit them correctly, the shoots come out, I hit the bell. If I make a mistake, the shoots don't come out and they hit the ground. Okay, so another fun way of learning how to play chords. Okay, it's not all fun and games though. The Miracle's actually got a serious side to it, which is the recording studio, where you can actually record your own songs, okay, and sequence them together using 128 different instruments. You can also pull in any MIDI file. For instance, here's Chariots of Fire. And then what we can do, we can add effects to it, or distort it even if you wanted to.
What all this tinkering about means is, with only a few hours game playing a week, you can belt out rock music like this after only a year. Take it away, Ricky. If you fancy making sweet music with Richard, you can win a Miracle Piano Tutor at GamesMaster Live on the 4th, 5th and 6th of December at the Birmingham NEC. To book, call the box office on 021 780 4133. And finally, how could we possibly let the week go by without mentioning Sonic 2, released earlier this week? Not only were we the first people to show you the game 2 months ago, we've actually tracked the person down we think completed it in the fastest time. Here's Paul Reed from Leicester.
Bought the game at 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, took it home, put it in, completed it on my first attempt in 2 hours 4 minutes, collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Then wrapped it up for my mate's Christmas present, and then got ready and went down the pub.
Here are a sample of those others who phoned us up to say they'd completed the game on the day they bought it. It just goes to show, to be this good takes 2 hours 4 minutes, actually. Another feisty feature this week.